Deep, rumbling music plays as the narrator speaks of enemies that rise from the earth itself. In a peaceful village, children play, and farmers work under the shadow of the mountains. A young boy pauses, pointing toward the peaks, and asks if the rock just moved. A farmer laughs at the boy, claiming rocks do not walk, but then a boom echoes. The mountain cracks open as the earth begins to shift, and massive chunks of rock fall. A gigantic stone titan rises, glowing with energy, and its first step shakes the ground. Villagers scatter in panic, while one man desperately tries to push a heavy cart uphill. The man screams about his potatoes, while a nearby goat continues to chew grass calmly. Suddenly, Aetherion, Voltaris, and Nyxara arrive on the scene with fire, lightning, and shadow. The three heroes look up at the towering stone titan as it lets out a roar. Voltaris remarks that the situation is new, while Aetherion grins at the massive opponent. Nyxara observes that the titan is not just strong, but clearly controlled by something. The titan swings its massive arm, causing destruction, while the heroes dodge the debris. Voltaris complains that the monster is too big and strong, but Aetherion remains confident. Aetherion blasts the titan with fire, but the creature simply absorbs the heat. Voltaris tries to run up the titan's arm, but is flung away like a tiny pebble. Nyxara attempts to bind the creature with shadows, but the binds crack and shatter instantly. The heroes regroup, with Voltaris suggesting they run away, but Aetherion refuses the idea. Nyxara tells them to stop arguing and start thinking, which finally gets their attention. Nyxara observes the titan closely and notices a glowing energy core deep inside it. She explains that the core is the source of its power, just like the fire beast. Aetherion nods, realizing that breaking the core will be the only way to win. Voltaris grins, excited that they finally have a solid plan to defeat the monster. Nyxara creates platforms of shadow to help the team navigate the titan's massive body. Voltaris uses the platforms to run upward at incredible speed toward the titan's chest. Aetherion prepares a massive heat strike, waiting for the perfect moment to attack. Nyxara commands the team, reminding them that their timing must be absolutely perfect. Voltaris jokes about his own perfection, but Aetherion tells him to focus on the task. Voltaris distracts the titan by running circles around it, causing it to swing wildly. Nyxara creates a dark shadow path leading directly into the titan's shifting, rocky body. The titan roars in confusion, its glowing core pulsing with unstable, dangerous energy. Nyxara shouts to Aetherion that the moment has arrived to strike the core. Aetherion leaps into the air, his hands glowing with intense, concentrated fire energy. The hero strikes the core, causing a massive explosion of light and stone fragments. The titan crumbles to the ground, its energy fading as the village falls silent. The heroes stand together as the dust settles, victorious over the mountain that walked. Aetherion dives deep into the titan, surrounded by swirling, lava-like energy. He reaches the glowing core, which pulses with dark and heavy gravity energy. Aetherion stares at the core, realizing this is Gravemord's doing. Outside, Voltaris is caught in a massive, earth-shaking shockwave. Voltaris struggles against the force, yelling, "Little help? Big angry mountain trying to flatten me." Nyxara focuses her power, weaving shadow binds to slow the titan's movement. Inside, the core fights back, lashing out with violent energy blasts. Aetherion struggles to stand, gritting his teeth against the searing heat. He stands firm, shouting, "You're not burning this world today." Aetherion gathers every ounce of his remaining strength for the final strike. Nyxara shouts across the battlefield, "Now!" Voltaris channels raw lightning into the titan, surging toward the core. Aetherion catches the energy, combining it with his own blazing flames. He unleashes a massive, blinding explosion directly into the titan's core. A deafening boom echoes across the land as the titan freezes. Cracks spread rapidly across the titan's surface like a shattered mirror. The massive construct collapses, falling into a heap of lifeless stone. Dust settles over the battlefield, leaving behind a heavy, profound silence. The titan is gone, and the village remains standing, safe at last. People emerge from hiding, slowly beginning to cheer for their heroes. The local potato farmer returns, checking his field with wide eyes. He sighs with relief. "My potatoes survived." Aetherion laughs heartily, replying, "Now that is a miracle." Voltaris grabs a potato, grinning, victory snack. Nyxara watches them, a rare, amused smile touching her lips. A small child approaches the heroes, looking up with wide, admiring eyes. The child whispers, "You saved us. together. The heroes look at each other, sharing a quiet moment of understanding. They realize they are no longer just individuals. They are becoming a team. Far away, in the shadows, Gravemord's dark power grows stronger. Gravemord Rex watches from afar, muttering, "They adapt." The ground around him bends and warps under his immense, dark presence. The narrator speaks softly. Even the strongest giants fall. The voice continues, not to power alone, but to unity, trust, and courage. Together, we are stronger than any challenge the world throws at us.